Deep within the rainforest, where heavy leaves collect warm rain and soft mist drifts through the tangled branches, a green tree python rests silently among the trees. Its emerald body coils perfectly around a branch, unmoving, elegant, almost unreal against the deep green jungle. From a distance, it looks less like a living creature and more like something carefully sculpted by nature itself. Tonight, beside the quiet glow of a fire, we enter the still and meditative world of the green tree python. This is not a story about speed, noise, or struggle. It is a story about patience. About stillness. About learning how to remain calm while the world moves restlessly around you. The rainforest is never truly quiet. Rain falls endlessly through the canopy. Insects hum in the darkness. Birds call through distant layers of leaves while unseen creatures move constantly across the forest floor. The jungle breathes with endless motion, every living thing fighting for survival in the thick tropical heat. And yet, high above the forest floor, the green tree python remains perfectly still. That stillness is what makes it so mesmerizing. While other animals race through the rainforest searching for food or safety, the python waits without urgency. Coiled carefully around a branch, it allows hours to pass without movement. Sometimes even entire days seem to drift by in silence while it remains in the exact same position. But this stillness is not laziness. It is awareness. The green tree python understands something many creatures forget: not every problem needs immediate movement. Not every moment requires reaction. Sometimes survival comes from conserving energy, observing quietly, and trusting the rhythm of time itself. Its body blends almost perfectly into the surrounding leaves. Emerald scales shimmer softly beneath filtered sunlight, turning the snake into part of the forest itself. Every curve of its body mirrors the branches beneath it with astonishing precision. The python does not force itself onto the rainforest. It becomes part of it. There is something deeply peaceful about that idea. Humans spend much of life resisting the world around them, constantly pushing against pressure, noise, and change. But the green tree python survives by flowing into its environment rather than fighting against it. It understands balance. It understands stillness. And perhaps most importantly, it understands patience. As night slowly settles over the rainforest, the jungle becomes darker and heavier with moisture. Moonlight slips carefully through the leaves while the air fills with the scent of wet earth and moss. Somewhere among the branches, the python waits quietly beneath the silver glow. Its breathing remains slow and controlled. Its muscles stay relaxed but ready. Nothing about the snake feels rushed. Watching a green tree python almost feels like watching meditation take physical form. Every movement is deliberate. Every pause feels complete. Even when it eventually shifts position, it does so with such calm precision that the motion feels almost dreamlike. There is no wasted energy. No panic. Only presence. The python's life is built from countless silent hours suspended between movement and rest. Storms crash through the rainforest. Trees fall. Seasons change. Smaller creatures come and go beneath the canopy. Yet the python remains steady through it all, coiled calmly within its green sanctuary above the earth. Over time, that stillness becomes a kind of wisdom. The rainforest teaches harsh lessons to creatures that act recklessly. Sudden movement attracts attention. Panic creates mistakes. Exhaustion weakens survival. But the green tree python survives through restraint. It knows when to remain hidden. It knows when to wait. And it knows that true control often comes from stillness rather than force. There is a quiet philosophy hidden inside its patient existence. Humans often believe progress must always look fast, dramatic, or visible. But the python suggests something different. Sometimes the strongest form of growth happens silently beneath the surface, hidden from the world. Sometimes peace itself becomes a form of strength. The longer you imagine the python resting among those branches, the more the jungle around it begins to slow down too. The endless noise softens. Breathing deepens. Thoughts become quieter. Even time itself seems less urgent beneath the heavy rainforest canopy. Perhaps that is why the green tree python feels so calming to watch. It reminds us that stillness is not emptiness. Stillness can be full of awareness, balance, and life. As dawn slowly approaches the rainforest, pale golden light begins filtering once again through the leaves overhead. Mist rises gently from the forest floor while droplets of rain cling to branches like glass. Somewhere high in the trees, the green tree python remains coiled exactly where it rested through the night. Calm. Silent. Completely at peace within its world. It asks for nothing from the rainforest except space to exist quietly within it. And tonight, as your own thoughts begin to slow and soften, perhaps you can learn something from this silent creature among the trees. You do not always need to rush toward answers. You do not always need to react immediately to every pressure surrounding you. Sometimes peace begins by becoming still long enough to hear your own breathing again. Let the noise of the day drift away like rain sliding softly from jungle leaves. Let your thoughts settle gently into silence. Imagine yourself resting high among warm green branches where nothing is demanding your attention anymore. Somewhere deep within the rainforest, the green tree python is still resting quietly beneath the moonlight, wrapped around its branch like a living piece of emerald silk, untouched by urgency, untouched by chaos. And as sleep slowly carries you deeper into dreams, perhaps its calm and endless stillness can guide you there too.